Boy, y'all ain't gonna believe this. So I got a real good buddy that's a game warden down in Mississippi. He called me yesterday afternoon and he told me, he said, man, you gotta listen to what happened today. I said, all right, well, come on with it. You know I love a good story. He said, well, you remember that old boy that you had that beef with last duck season, Little Riddle? I just kind of laughed. I said, buddy, and he'd be a hard one to forget. Yeah, what about him? He said, well, I don't know if you know, but he's got a jig company. They make crappie jigs, and they say that man is the crappie guru. He knows how to catch them crappie, and he fishes just about every day. Well, we've been meaning to check him, but we just hadn't run into him. But today, my partner and I went down to the lake, and he happened to be down there fishing, jigging for them crappie. So we went on down the bank, went to talk to him, and we noticed that he's got a bucket sitting up on the bank with a fish swimming around in it. So I went over to that bucket, check it out, and sure enough, there's an undersized crappie swimming around in that bucket. So I asked him, I said, hey brother, what's the deal with this fish in this bucket? And he said, well, what do you mean? And I told him, I said, well, this crappie's undersized. It's illegal for you to have. I'm gonna have to write you a citation for it. He said, oh no, I'm sorry, that's a misunderstanding. He said, that is my pet fish. So I looked at him and I told him, I said, buddy, you better elaborate. He said, look, I know this is gonna be kind of hard for you to believe, but believe it or not, that's my pet fish. I bring it down here fishing with me and I put it in the lake and it'll swim around and it'll get the rest of them crappie up here closer to the bank. It makes them easier for me to catch. Me and my partner kind of give each other this look, you know, because we ain't buying it. We ain't that dumb. We was born at night, but not last night. So I told him, I said, buddy, it ain't happening. We ain't buying it. He said, look, I know that it's hard to believe. You think I'm making this shit up. He said, but I can prove it to you. I said, all right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Prove it to me. So he reaches in there, grabs that crappie, sets it down in the lake. The crappie swims off. So we stand there, my partner and I kind of looking at each other. We give it a couple minutes, 2-3 minutes goes by, and we ain't seen no other fish. Ain't seen the crappie that swam off, and ain't seen no other fish swim up. So I told him, I said, all right, buddy, time's up. Where's the fish? This sucker looked me dead in the eye and said, what fish? So when I tell you that he's got it coming, I'm telling you right now, we gonna get him. That sucker better toe the mark, because I promise you the first time he slips up, I'm gonna be there waiting for him. He done crossed the line this time.